Yeah, this is a Wukong teamfight setup, engage, whatever you want to call it, type of comp here. We saw something similar, but certainly not exactly from JD Gaming yesterday in game number 3. We saw Scout pick up the ante and really start to play towards that.
The game, full clears have happened. Aki tries to go for a delayed invade onto Tien's top side red quadrant, seeing if there was any scraps left available, and unfortunately, this means that Tien gets an all-access pass to PP God, who does not have flash from before, and he can connect all of his spells and guaranteed first blood for Weibo. Some extra resistances definitely does not hurt.
Yeah, this is the perk of Doingby, just getting such a big lead in the mid lane 1v1, or being able to generate early as we see some damage coming down onto Xiaohu with that ult. With Tibbers dropped, line is going to be very difficult to break through with the damage that NIP have at their disposal, but this could be a chance for NIP to pull some resources back, but we could see a full fight here. They look a little pincered. Just going to back off.
Solid stuff for NIP. Remember, for anyone that is not adjusted yet to the Spirit Blossom patch, there's only one spawn of grubs now. It does come in at 8 minutes. It counts as a feat of warfare if you get at least 2, and then if you get all 3, you get the 1 Void Might, which is stronger than what 1 Void Might used to be in the last patch, but not as strong as 2 Void Mights. As a gank and collapse from Doingby, no flash from Breathe. I think this guy is dead to rights, and he's just going to sit in the alcove and cry. Doingby will pick up a kill for NIP.
Nice proactive play there from NIP. They continue to play the map better than the Taliyah Xinjiao, which is never ideal. So Weibo Gaming look to try and make a counterplay on the top side. They're going to stop the back.
But do they cancel the other one? Oh, they throw the E, and they have no idea he was still there, though. And they turn around with the PP God ultimate. Xiaohu had no idea. The flash from Leave aggressively. He knows that there's no way out, so it's only forward to at least guarantee a trade 1-for-1. And we're at 2-2 and 9 minutes.
Possible here is big, but Tien continuing to grow his lead in the jungle.
Really nice patience from Aki. Xiaohu TP'd in onto the bot side. Did not have flash from the prior fight. But does Aki have enough damage? There it is. Ooh. Crushing blow with the Sheen empowered proc. That's another kill for NIP. Breathe is quite tanky on this Ornn, but he's already chunked to nearly 50% HP. And now below 50% HP, Doingby should just be able to blow him up. And unfortunately, Airhawk cannot get there in time to equalize the difference.
Yeah, he's just late to the play by a little bit. The flash is a little excessive, but unfortunately, it is going to be Breathe once again getting targeted down on a side lane. But with that pressure that was pulled, it should be a free dragon here for Tien. That's nice to at least stop the stacking and, more so try and get it on something that's a little bit less valuable on the front line. But Breathe, once again, could be the target here. There's the area, though.
Breathe had no idea that Searing Charge was going to be his last, as Aki had slinked through the shadows of that alcove brush, guaranteed that they could get another kill onto Breathe. Tien will at least be able to pick up the wave here, but meanwhile, mid lane, 2v2, Leave is in trouble, burned both Flash and Ghost, trying to run for the hills, but Tien is going to cut him off. That's definitely a feels bad man for the Varus, as he is not able to escape with his life. His way into a solid spot. Trinity Force Spike picked up. They're already starting up the Rift Herald, halfway through it already. 2k HP. The collapse is coming in from Weibo Gaming. Aki secures it, but now he's in a very bad spot. Does he have enough cooldowns to get over the wall? He's going to send it with the Cyclone, but Tien falls in the middle of the collapse of NIP. They all funneled into the pit, and no one else from Weibo Gaming was able to help out. Everyone was too far away.
Yeah, things like Xinjiao, it's been flipped entirely on its head, and this game is now in the hands of Ninjas in Pyjamas for sure.
And just like that, no more individual gold leads for anyone. Unlocking the mid-tier 1 would give them a few extra 100 gold on top of it. Dragon already started up. Tien waiting in the shadows. Trying to get vision down with Weibo Gaming, using the Void Seekers from Light. Not gonna go for it, they just give it up. No, he's able to get vision of Tien walking through the river. But they bought enough time that Solo Kill says, okay, well, no one's answering me on the bottom side of the map for now, so
definitely would be a very scary start, so makes a lot of sense. But Breathe now on the top side.
Lands the knockup on a Doingby. He still has flash. He's going to try to flash away from Light, but great Searing Charge from Breathe. And who better to pick up the gold than Light on this Kai'Sa?
That means that to make this play, they are happy to concede the Otacon. Certainly a bit of an interesting decision, a very aggressive one. We've seen Otacon priority go up massively on this new map, on this new patch, but we'll see if it ends up paying off.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm sold on it.
And if they are able to grab it here, it looks like it is going to be relatively uncontested as Xiaohu tries to get this tower top lane. He's going to try to trade Doingby as much as he can.
Oh,
grab it.
Really nice job by Xiaohu. He's okay absorbing the Tibbers because he's got Seraphs on his side.
They actually have a gold lead, which is really interesting here as we could see a skirmish as they catch out Aki.
Really good flick on the Aki that's going to force the Cyclone. Can Tien close the gap? Aki already suspecting that potential, flashing away, but the Weaver's Wall is going to cut him, and a whip becomes lightning into Flash.
Oh,
is it
Aki.
enough damage though? No! Aki survives. Tien thought that he had it and was trying to walk away from the incoming turret shot. They're trying to hunt for Aki. Do they know that he's in the bush? Did it tag him? It did. It forced him to recall. Breathe. He's going to send it for the searing charge, and the Bellows Breath is what ends it all. Magnus storm under the tower. Doingby's in
PP
trouble.
God.
Here comes the re-engage. PP God. Massive Pop Blossom, but doesn't do enough and only trades 1-for-1 so far. Weibo Gaming still on the assault on the front, but there is the Thornbound Otacon doing work, already finishing off Xiaohu. But Light and Tien are still alive as Tien is going to dash over to a clone, not find another kill, but they're going to get a tier 1 on the bot side. But Leaf during this whole time was just sieging mid. The first one to face check alongside Aki. No flash on this Wukong.
So low.
Weaver's Wall will cut Aki off, but he can just sneak in with the W clone. And
No way!
Kill that steals the Baron out of all people. That's freaking crazy. NIP lose their jungler, but solo kill will walk away the victorious one.
Tools. 4 ninjas in pajamas. The dragon has started. The dragon is gone.
They're not going to get a chance to get it. Tien is nowhere near. Infernal Soul secured. Solo kill tries to absorb it, flashes away from the flank, and now he tries to step up with a decimating smash. PP God, it's just a clone. Now Aki initiates with the Cyclone, looking for the backline. Light is forced to flash away. PP God finds the Plow Blossom to fall up as well. Urha falls to leave, and it's all into the backline. Xiaohu and Light, but they get stunned up by Solo Kill, and even though he goes down, he has done his job. PP God and Doingby are still alive, but Tien Lee, he can turn around. He finds another PP God, and now it's just up to Xiaohu. But PP God, the last man surviving on NIP.
For Weibo, it felt like that was the entire game going away in one fight, but they end up being able to pull it back just based off fantastic positioning. Xiaohu does so much damage. Good spot. It's all about whether or not Weibo feel comfortable to pull the trigger.
Sure. And Weibo Gaming have learned from their lesson that just trying to rip a Baron while all 5 members are available, not a good idea. Urha being discovered, not great for Weibo Gaming, as that was a pretty nice flank angle, but PP God and Leave will seek him out. Weibo Gaming now starting up the Baron, trying to bait NIP in. The Weaver's Wall, a little bit more preemptive. Throws Solo Kill and PP God on the other side.
They're
Aki
burning
can still
it.
get over the wall. 5k HP. Aki, can he get closer this time? 2k! It is secured by Tien. PP God tries to follow up with the Pop Blossom, but the flank from Urha is good enough to buy space. Light now in the 1v3 goes down, but he still has the GA. Xiaohu still has damage. See if he can carry out the fight, but Solo Kill is still alive, and he is massive. Doingby able to find Light outside the GA and kills him, but Tien pops off and is able to survive, finding a triple kill and somehow keeping Weibo in this game. Story of Weibo Gaming having no absolute business of still being in this game, and yet somehow they still manage to find their way in this game. Meanwhile, Breathe, he is getting bursted out. I don't think he's surviving this, but the Weaver's Wall keeps him on the other side of the fight where there's no more damage that can follow up. Breathe doesn't have TP,
burned everything,
but he gets to survive for now. But now it's going to be a 4 versus 5, and Elder Dragon's already getting bursted out. There's a potential flank from PP God, disguised as the Wukong. Tien, can he pull off a miracle? 2k HP, who gets it? Leaf secures, and now Elder buff is on the side of NIP. Tien will be the first one to fall. No more Baron buff, no more support on Urha for Weibo Gaming, and now it is NIP with the keys to the kingdom. We'll see if they can close this one out from here.
And just as it felt like it was getting back in favor of Weibo, that the pendulum was swinging once again, Breathe gets caught in bot river trying to get some sort of vision, and they have to burn so much just to get him out alive. It ends up being a 4v5. It's a free Elder Dragon, and IP are going to be pushing in. Leave is going to be very, very dangerous in this situation with that Elder buff available. But Kaisa, Talia, they are still alive. The front line here of Ornn, they're still alive, and they hold.
17 seconds on Tien. If NIP don't win from this position, I don't know how they will, but they're sending it. Aki onto the backline. Cyclone. There goes Xiaohu. Breathe still tanky. Light is still surviving. They find Aki. No way to defend this, right? Timbers is trying to force Light away from the base. Urha falls. Tien's back up. Hit the Nexus. NIP. Do it. the first win of the series. There's not that much reliable CC that was drafted for Weibo Gaming up until that point. But now that you have this Nautilus, you can always throw the depth charge.
So, you know, I can understand the idea behind it with Grubs being so strong, but it looks like NIP are going to be happy to take that trade now, something we would have seen a little bit more familiar a patch ago.
I mean, I like what NIP did with the trade. Yeah, they lose First Dragon, but they guarantee leave sailing with Grand Starfall. As long as NIP are there with numbers, at least NIP have the means to respond to it. Tien is already the first one onto the Grubs. No one from NIP can really respond to the Grub take, so it is all 3 Grubs going into the hands of Weibo Gaming.
It's just such a curious decision on my front, and you know, we're going to see Weibo attempt to try and take advantage of PP God being potentially alone under tower here.
Death charge on a level 5 Alistar. No level 6 ulti available. That's an easy dive. First blood goes over to Weibo Gaming.
I just don't really know what Ninjas in Pyjamas are doing right now. They've given over Dragon entirely for free.
I've breathed on the top lane, or try and play towards this lane, which is exactly what Aki's now trying to do with the push in. Meanwhile, bot side, yeah, that's leave going down, and now Ninjas in Pyjamas have to force this. Doingby is here, even though he's a victor, he's willing to drop waves and roam to the top side of the map. Is at least trying to help leverage this Mbessa. Now, she has an Eclipse now. Maybe they can go for something. Okay, there we go. NIP. See that Breathe is isolated in a 2v1. He tries to flash away, but Leave will commit the ultimate and going forward under the tower.
No
as
way.
Breathe is still surviving. That definitely took a while, but Ninjas in Pyjamas got it done.
Yeah, but they get the full tower top lane for it, which is still very much worth it. I'm glad that they're making proactive plays, but you have to wonder if it's a little too late. You're going to be able to get some gold onto Leave here, which is, you know, the most important thing for moving forward in this game. But
one grace that NIP has, I don't know if they know this, but Urha is actually on recall. Unfortunately for NIP, I don't think they know that, because they are not approaching it like Urha is in base. So, Rift Herald, safely secured for the side of Weibo Gaming. The only thing that they're losing is a little bit of a push on bot side, and Xiaohu doesn't have TP, but if he needs to answer it, Spike Basket. Once our carries have 2 items, we're flipping a fight. If we get something good off of it, it's great. Meanwhile, actually, we're going to take a fight earlier. Stand United comes in. Light is in trouble, but he's got 2 shields for the price of 1 fight. And now the bullet time is a great angle to shred through Aki. PP God is overextended. Here comes Solo Kill. Maybe he can make the difference. Look at Solo Kill going! He sliced up 3! He sliced up 4! No way! Is he gonna get a pentakill in the second series? Not quite. It was only a triple kill. Leave got the 4th one, but NIP off the back of Solo Kill coming in with the Mbessa saved the fight.
We were waiting for that Mbessa power spike. I think we got there, Rafa. I think we found the Mbessa power spike. What a teleport from Solo Kill. That fight looked lost. It's used, and you know, is there to set up the bullet time when Solo Kill does get this big flank off, and a great ultimate from him. He's got 3 lines to the back line here. Both of the carries are just gone.
Right. I mean, we were expecting them to wait until 2 items collectively across the board. They're able to spring it further on 1.5 spikes, and the fact that NIP flipped big on it is huge for them, because now it keeps them available. Meanwhile, Leave has Flash and Barrier available. He's going to get the solo kill onto Light, but should go down in this.
Everyone's here. He's killing Era.
Yeah, he still has Flash available, and now Breathe is going to follow him over the wall with his own Flash. All right, that's the end of the Leave train right there. He was definitely cooking, though, and it looked fun.
They've been giving over almost every objective. Is this going to be the same?
You definitely don't want to give up this one, at least for free. Teleport is coming in. Solo Kill is going to join the fight. He was massive in the previous teleport. Can he do it again? Tien already forced to use the W. PP God is super deep. Aki goes on to Xiaohu, chunking him to about 50% HP. Breathe using the Stand United. And guarantees that Xiaohu is still relatively healthy. 2k HP. It's a big flip. Who's going to get it? Aki secures it. That's massive for NIP. Tien is able to get the first reset, but they're held down by the Solo Kill public execution. He flashes forward, finds the backline. Xiaohu trying to stay alive. Tien falls. Xiaohu falls. Another triple kill, this time for Leave. And NIP are starting to roll ahead with the game.
They just play it better. They do a great job of getting Tien out of the pit in order to secure Otacon, and then they give so much room for Leave to free hit on the back end of all of that fighting. Solo Kill has been absolutely massive this game.
His passiveness in the first 10-15 minutes of the game, we were questioning, are these objectives being given up all worth it? And you know what? NIP are making us eat our words now.
Somebody overextended. They're going to look once again here on the top side.
The fact that Solo Kill has not shown yet. He knows that something
ult.
was amiss. Tien at least closes the distance with that first cast. And now Breathe able to follow up. The Shen delivery system works. Shutdown goes over to the Shen.
He ends up taking that tower if he wants to full commit to the split push, but this is big for both teams.
TP is committed from Doinby. 5k HP on the Baron. Death Charge used to stop. Aki goes in W, but he's focused on the Breathe instead. Baron is secured for Tien, but now it's all about getting the hell out of there because Leave is supercharged with the Zeri. Here comes Aki cutting off their escape route to the left. I don't think you're getting out if you are Weibo Gaming. Tien was the only survivor unless Light! He stuck through the shadows! Oh my god!
Secret Agent Light! He's out of there!
Then the misfortune, because there's so many ways for NIP to disrupt this MF. They're trying to play with their Baron buff and look for a tier 1 on the bot side, but NIP say,
they're just taking the inhib.
We'll take an inhibitor tower instead. Sure, go ahead, take our tier 1 bot side.
Now it's Weibo's turn to be making the very questionable decisions. Inhibitor for tier 1, not a great trade in terms of the impact on the game. Tien is now behind enemy lines as well. We could see a flank opportunity here. This would be a very aggressive engage from Weibo, but it is possible with the Rise ultimate if they really want to go for it with that dragon up.
They have decent vision all through bot side, which was given to them thanks for them playing through priority and knocking out that tier 1. But this dragon is burning down rapidly. Solo Kill waiting for an angle to be opened up here. Dredgeline goes wide, good by PP God. Puns Tien away, that guarantees the dragon being secured. And now Grand Star fall to the back line. They have to keep Aki away. Death Charge right on top of Pantheon. Solo Kill finds line into the back line. He flashes away. Solo Kill forced to flash. PP God gets taken out by a stray rune. And Xiaohu is trying to keep his distance here. He has to hold his ground. Looking for Doinby first, but he pops the stasis, buys time. Good Dredgeline right on top of Leave. Can he do it? No! Xiaohu pops him. Breathe, still alive. Doinby looking for the kill, but it's a Realm Warp out of there. And NIP are now looking for stragglers as Solo Kill has TP'd back, but everyone from Weibo Gaming runs for the hills. Be the difference makers in this fight. Baron has been started up. 8,000 HP. Realm Warp. I don't think anyone got a chance to go in there. Breathe is the only one that's in. 900 HP. Aki secures to the rest of Weibo Gaming, trying to just struggle getting through PP God, and now Leave is ready to press the assault here. Aki backs him up. Breathe is the first one to fall. Bullet time. Decent damage on the backline, but it's not enough to carry the fight through. Solo Kill and Aki are able to just blitz through the front line, wipe out the back line, and everyone is gone from Weibo Gaming. Definitely show the cam on Solo Kill because he is helping make the difference for NIP.
And that's going to be NIP taking this series 2-0 as they march down into the base. A fantastic team fight as the inhib responds. Some clutch performances today, none more so than their new top laner, and I'm feeling good about this new look Ninjas in Pyjamas.
In their second series with Solo Kill, Ninjas in Pyjamas pick up a massive win, sweeping Weibo Gaming.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.